Now, one thing I did promise I would do when I set up this one particular video blog was to tell you about my successes and my failures, and I'm going to share with you a failure today because I think that's pretty cool if I do both and give you balanced arguments. This fermenter was set up with 6 kilograms of sugar, standard table sugar, as well as it was supposed to be a good wine yeast which has the ability to ferment to a high level. I was hoping to be able to use that plus some extra nutrients I bought online to be able to increase the percentage of alcohol being produced. Now, this is nearly 3 weeks. This has been fermenting. Bubbles are still being produced. I can put my ear to the seal on the top of the fermenter itself, and hey presto, I can hear the bubbling going. I've lifted the lid, I've had a look inside, little bubbles are still coming up to the surface, showing fermentation is still happening. But the percentage has not really got above 6%. I should be heading for 14%, so obviously it's not quite working out right. So my impression is that either I've got to leave this for another like 3 weeks for the yeast to carry on fermenting and eating through the sugar, and hope that there won't be any infection in the container during that one particular time. Or I can just throw it all away and just start with a new recipe. Okay, those are my options. I want to make sure that my production of bioethanol, homemade bioethanol, is being done as efficiently as possible. So I want to do it cheaply. That's why I'm experimenting along these lines. And I will of course be doing other forms of recipe and mashes and so on and so forth to try and get a higher concentration of alcohol within a comparatively short space of time with the minimum and cheapest ingredients that I can lay my hands on. Okay, so the experiment certainly isn't over. This one particular form of experiment still isn't over. I've got more things to do with water purification I want to demonstrate to you and all the rest of that, but essentially I just wanted to tell you that this is so far a failure. 3 weeks worth of fermentation has led to a alcohol percentage which is in fact quite slack. Interesting thing was, when I tested the percentage after about 1 week, the alcohol strength really had not gone up much more than what it is now. So more alcohol is being produced, but is it being produced at an increasing rate? No, it's being produced at a decreasing rate. I may just try and add a bit more nutrients and see whether that does it. I don't know. I mean, now it's a question of trial and error and try and work out what else could happen, as well as of course doing more internet research into high alcohol strength fermentation at a cheap rate. So there we go, just sharing a failure with you.